As companies try to gain a competitive edge in the market, employees play a crucial role in helping companies deal with a fast-changing business environment. Today, there is a great demand for quality employees. At SCCL, we need employees from various fields to carry out our daily operations. To develop a qualitative manpower, suitable candidates have to be selected and recruited. But the question is, how does SCCL select competent people and recruit them in the company's workforce? When and how many candidates are to be hired by SCCL solely depends on the number of vacancies available. Like most public sector companies, SCCL conducts its own exams to fill up the vacancies. These examinations are conducted by the recruitment cell of SCCL. After getting approval from a competent authority, the recruitment cell is intimated to start the recruitment process. Depending on various factors like seniority in service, education, etc. of the existing eligible employees, the recruitment cell plans how vacancies are to be filled, whether internally or externally, and at what ratio. Internal recruitments are done by issuing circulars to the employees, and for recruiting externally, advertisements are issued in all major newspapers regarding the vacancies and the criteria for eligibility. The criteria for eligibility for both executive posts and NCWA posts are decided by the minimum educational qualifications required for a certain vacancy, and also it depends on various regulations issued by the Government of India as well as the State Government of Telangana, like local, non-local, and reservations for people from various segments of population, etc. These criteria are enforced entirely by automated systems put in place while a candidate applies for a vacancy online. After the deadline, all the applications are scrutinized once again and total number of candidates appearing for a particular exam is determined. Then, the centers at which the exams are to be conducted are determined and hall tickets are issued to the candidates which can be downloaded. Information regarding the hall tickets and other communication like exam dates, etc. are sent to the candidates' mobile phones directly. No outsider is involved in any of these processes. SCCL staff, security personnel, and officers are the only people involved as in charges for conducting exams at all designated exam centers. Only for invigilating the exams, faculty from the respective colleges are involved. The rest of all processes like handing over the answer sheets after the exam is over, etc. are taken care by SCCL employees and officers only. A few days before the exam is to be conducted, Vigilance Department identifies a few officers of SCCL who are experts in the subject on which the exam is to be conducted. These people are responsible for preparing the question papers for the exam. The team stays in a designated area for the entire duration of this process. They have to eat, sleep, and live in the location without any contact to the outside world. Access to cell phones and internet is also restricted during this period. The entire process of setting the question papers is monitored by Vigilance Department, security personnel, and is also monitored through CC cameras. Books and other material required to prepare the question papers are also supplied to them by Vigilance Department only. They prepare a question bank consisting of thousands of questions on the subject, and they are allowed to go out only after the question bank is ready. But they are held under supervision of the Vigilance Department till the exam is over. The officials from the recruitment cell then take over the question bank in digital format, again under video surveillance. A different subject expert then randomly chooses a large number, and those number of questions are picked up from the question bank by a computer randomly. The subject expert then scrutinizes and verifies the questions to his satisfaction level, and then he chooses the required number of questions from the random set given by the computer for the examination. After all the scrutiny, once the question paper is finalized, the questions are jumbled into 4 different series, and again these jumbled papers are verified. Then, the question papers are printed in-house using advanced printers from reputed manufacturers. These heavy-duty printers can print and bind the question paper booklets. All this happens with minimum human intervention, and the entire process is monitored by teams from the Vigilance Department. A different team from SCCL takes care of seating arrangement for the candidates at different examination centers prior to the exam. And on the day of exam, the question papers and OMR sheets are distributed to exam centers under strict supervision of security and vigilance departments. On the day of examination, the candidates are allowed into centers only after thoroughly checking their hall tickets and verifying them against their ID proofs. And once they are inside the examination center, they are not allowed to go out until the test is over, and gadgets like cell phones or books, etc. are not allowed inside. The exams are conducted under strict invigilation by faculty of the respective exam centers, SCCL officials. And a higher official of SCCL may give surprise visits to some centers to check how the exam is being conducted. After the exam is over, the OMR sheets and the question papers are collected back and taken back to the SCCL head office under security and vigilance. The answer sheets are then taken into the recruitment cell and they are segregated. Technical programmer from the recruitment cell will set up the machine to correct the answer sheets. This happens under the presence of various officials of personnel department, recruitment cell and vigilance department, along with the subject expert who finalized the question paper. Then, OMR sheets are fed into the scanner, which tallies the candidate's answers to the key automatically. The scanner is an advanced and sophisticated instrument with utmost precision. After all the OMR sheets are tallied by the machine, total result is printed out and randomly verified manually against answer key to ascertain the correctness of the programming. Even the attendance to the exam is cross-checked. A report is then prepared and the provisional list of results are declared on the same day the exam is conducted. Candidates can check the results online on the SCCL website. These selected candidates are recruited into the company's workforce subject to verification of all certificates and other eligibility criteria based on the statutory regulations placed by the government. This entire process is covered in CC cameras under the supervision of the Vigilance Department. We take utmost care to conduct the exams and recruit suitable candidates in a very fair and transparent manner.